Hey. Oh, look where the ghost is. What the hell? So let's shrink this down. There we go. Now you can't see it, but you can see the other one. Hey everyone. What time is it here? 5:30. Oh, so it's the afternoon in North America. Yes. So here we are again. We're doing another live to talk about. First of all, can everybody hear me? The mic seems to be going. You talk.
Well, can everybody hear me?
No. Let's move it over.
Can everybody hear me?
There we go. There we go. So, last night's investigation. Do you want to go?
Yeah, whenever.
No, it doesn't seem to be going, does it? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Matt. Can they hear you? Do you have your microphone?
Yeah.
Let's get your microphone.
You keep talking.
So last night we went to a place called Don Styler. What's the whole name for it? Don Styler's Physical Gym, or I thought it was recreational center, something like that. I don't know either. So, but it was Don Styler. That we do know. So go on, go ahead. Wait a minute, let me plug you in. No. How come my voice like? There you go. Let's point it to you a little bit more.
Anybody can hear me?
I'll just move over a little bit. There we go. Okay.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. No.
We're surprised.
Yeah. Lex's muffin cutting in and out again. Why? Why, for the love of God? Let's go here. Yeah. Oh shit.
How about now? Oh.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about. I want to talk about what we actually found in the gym.
Oh, still shit. Let's try this. Let's try.
They said it works. They can hear us.
Oh, that works?
Yeah.
You can hear us both well?
The green thing at the bottom.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. I have a little bit of a story to say. After you done. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Yeah, so we don't have a clip to show you. I can tell you a little bit about the kit. First of all, it was two buildings, and then there was a cool trail down to the bay where we were told that the soldiers would come in on boats, and they would drop off. And they would drop off the dead be laid out on the ground, really, under our holding, really, wasn't it? Yeah, it's fine.
Just move up closer.
Yeah, I'm holding the blood microphone, mate. Oh my god.
See? Oh, yeah.
So this one.
Let's get off this one.
Hang on.
Let's get now try.
Now try.
There
Okay,
we go.
so,
just move up a little bit closer.
How about now?
We figured this out yesterday.
Oh, dearie me. I think it's some two different microphones. And then talk like this, and hopefully, it's you as well. You were breaking up too.
Okay.
But it seems like it's working now.
Let's try.
Seems like it's working.
Oh yeah. There we go.
See, sounds better.
Okay.
So it was split into two buildings and this walk. The trail, we did a really good SB7 session down there where Brian's name was mentioned.
Yep.
We introduced everybody and asked, so it said your name first before that.
Yep.
And then we introduced everyone and asked, is there anyone in particular you'd like to speak to? And straight away it said Brian again. So we handed Brian the SB7 back, and I believe you did make a little bit of contact there.
I did. I asked if you know back on set people.
Quiet on set, please.
Yeah. So I asked a bunch of questions like I normally do, but I was listening or watching some of that this morning, and I asked a particular question, and we got something, but we weren't sure what we got. So when this ship came in to bring people to this hospital, because it used to be a hospital, I asked the question, were you dead or alive when you came here? And the response was, we're dead.
It's good.
Yeah, that was a great response. And I think it said my name 3 times.
3 times, I believe.
Yeah.
And it said Rosie's name as well.
Yeah. So we did, then right after that, we did an EVP session with the voice recorder because Rosie was in this particular area before and she got choked. So unfortunately, as you know, me and Lex, we're very respectful when it comes to the paranormal. But in this particular case, we weren't. We were a little more aggressive. And then what happened was, while we were doing that, actually, should I say it?
Yeah.
Actually, Nando was touched. And then we later found out, a couple of minutes later, he was actually scratched. And he had two scratches on his lower back, which he's never experienced before. So that was a little bit creepy.
Yeah, I think he said he's never going to go down that walk now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do events. And it was a weird one because we were
makeup, please.
Well,
I have a story to tell you after this.
But we were challenging it really because we were saying, if you can hurt Rosie, then come and hurt one of us. Like, we give you full permission to come and choke me out, like all this stuff. And I felt the ground next to me way down, like, and you heard the branch snap next to me, like someone had stood there. And Nando was literally opposite me, so between me and him. And obviously, I don't know if it was to try and intimidate us, but obviously it didn't feel like it wanted to go for us. It went for Nando instead to show us that it could hurt us, I believe.
Yeah. But so what I would like you to do, if you can, go over to Portal to the Paranormal Facebook page or the Parapost Network page, because that was filmed.
Yes, it was. Yes.
So you can watch that video because it was live, and you can actually see the scratches, and they were pretty deep.
They were very deep, yeah.
And so that was a little unsettling. But then we got back to the gym part, and we did our thing. Right at the beginning, I asked a question, and the REM pod went off right away.
Straight away.
Yeah. And pretty well the rest of the night was quiet in there. Now, we haven't gone through any of the footage. We could have captured a lot, but there was an interesting moment, and it was really quite weird because Lex was starting the Estes method, and right when I turned it on, there was a loud scream through the SB7, which almost deafened Lex. And I don't think anybody would do that on the radio.
No, and it's weird because if you understand what the Estes method is, I was blindfolded with sound cancelling headphones over the top, which is plugged into the SB7. So I'm hearing this thing so loud that I can't hear anyone. Like, Brian stood next to me, I couldn't hear him. And it was as soon as he turned it on, it was the shrillest, loudest female scream. And I've never, ever heard that come through an SB7, let alone the radio.
Yeah, and I captured that on camera. You can actually hear, and my camera was literally, I would have to say, a good 8 feet away.
Well, I think I'm in the center of the gym, and your camera was set up right in the far corner, wasn't it?
Well, no, I moved it up further.
Moved it up.
Yeah, so it was literally like 6 to 7 feet away, and I could hear the scream through the camera because I listened to it today, and I wanted to know if I caught it or not. And it is weird. It is really, really super weird.
I would like to say, when the footage comes out for this moment, I apologize in advance for my effing and blinding as soon as it happened.
Yeah, that was pretty loud.
Really took me by surprise. Yeah.
But yeah, again, you can go over to the Parapost page, or you can go over. You know what? I'd rather you go over to Portal to the Paranormal's page and watch it there and give them the view,
because they deserve it, because what they did for us the last 4 days was incredible. They took us on some incredible locations, and we are so grateful to them for what they did to us. And I can honestly say I put out a post this morning with a picture of the gym saying that these are new or now great friends.
Yeah, 100%.
And I was so honored to be able to be filming with them. And I know they're going to say that about me and Lex, but it was a wonderful, and we really, really got to know them well. And I will have to say, I haven't really gotten the opportunity to speak to Nando very much. Like, I've spoken to him a little bit, but over these last 4 days, I've gotten to know Daniel, Rosie, Sarah, Joanne, Daniel. I think I say
that
that?
already.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Nando, and they're incredible people, and they deserve some recognition. Honestly, they do, and that's why I'm doing my part to put them in my videos and to showcase them. I'm going to use them in a good way. Let me get that straight. So they're great people. So if you're watching this and you haven't gone over to their page, please go over to their page and follow them. And again, Portal to the Paranormal, very easy to find. And but other than that, there wasn't a lot that happened in the second location.
No, it was weird. They had like in the main house part of the gym, there was like a small dark room at the back, and you have to like step in under it to get in. And we were told by Matt, which was Don Styler's son, that his dad was really into like wouldn't say the occult, but definitely the paranormal. He had 2 different Ouija boards in there, and he would use it all the time. And we were really excited to do this room because Brian first stepped in, and straight away, there's something in here that wasn't alive or dead.
Yeah,
like there's something strange in here. Nando sent us a photo, which you can see this big face coming out of the mirror when they were taking photos in the dark, and that will be in my. I don't know if you're going to put it in yours, but it'll definitely be in my video when it comes out. So I'm going to reference that photo in there so you can see it. But when we went back to that location, that it was dead as a doornail. There was nothing in there. That would set off. None of the devices went off. I mean, we were sat in there for a long time, and nothing happened at all. None of the devices went off.
Yeah. If I know Nando's in the room, Nando, maybe what you want to do, put that picture up on your Facebook page so people can see it. And but there was something, because the owner, the original owner, did a lot of Ouija board in there. I think he brought something out of that board that wasn't necessarily nice. And I think it's pretty evident in that picture that Nando has that it wasn't very nice. And when I walked into that room right away, I knew there was something in there, and it wasn't, it had never been alive. Like it was brought out. Anyways, other than that, it was a pretty good night overall. Yes, we had some very quiet moments, but it doesn't mean we didn't capture anything on the cameras.
No,
right?
and even then, it was still a really fun evening investigating the place. Anyway, I mean, we all know when you're a real investigator and not one of the fake ones, an investigation where you don't get much is still part of being an investigator. Sometimes you find nothing. Sometimes you find amazing stuff. So we're chalking it up to maybe we went there on the wrong day. I will try and probably go back again at some point and do another one. And then send it to you if anything happens. But everybody in Lex's video and my video, you will get to meet Matt, the owner, because we did interview him at the beginning. So he will tell a little bit of history and about his father, and and if you're not Brian, you'll understand what he says because he's a very English man. Oh yeah, so I didn't understand a damn word. I think I got son, I think I got father, and I think I got history. And that's all you. A bit of a gruffly man's voice. Yeah, he was a great guy, really super nice guy, and was very happy to share some stories even before we started filming, and just a great guy overall. So shout out to Matt Styler from the gym, and thank you very much for inviting us down to investigate your location. So tonight we're going up north tonight, so the other way, we're heading off to Nottingham tonight. we are heading to the Colston Bassett Church ruins, which I'm looking forward to. Church ruins have always had a good thing. I don't know whether or not you feel the same way about churches as you do graveyards.
Well, I go to a church.
You go to church quite a lot,
yeah.
So I've said this, I think a couple of days ago, that I'm not reading too much into any of the locations these teams are taking us to, because I want to find out while we're there and see what we pick up in an unbiased way. But from what I can see, the church is an extremely, extremely old church. It's just the stone outline of the building. I think that still stands.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what we could potentially get there. It's going to be cold, though, so I'm not looking forward to the cold.
Yeah, so we are meeting with John and Ralph and his team from TSI, and Robert from the patrol.
It's so funny every time you say
I know.
Robert
and Robert from the patrol will be joining us as well. But that's not the last. We're going to see Portal to the Paranormal. They're going to be joining us for a couple of investigations next week as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. But tonight's going to be great. We have to leave literally in what time is it?
8 minutes, 9 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah. So we literally have to leave in 10 minutes to go to our next location. It's about an hour and a bit to get there.
Yeah.
And but again, we'll be back tomorrow to share anything exciting that happened. And if it didn't, we're still going to share anyways. So, but we want to thank you for coming in the room. And if you could, please share this out. And again, I did see a note from Nando. He is going to put that picture up on his page. So go over and check that out. It's actually really, really super cool.
It is.
And go over and follow them. Give them a follow.
And if you're into the paranormal stuff and you're maybe not an investigator, but you'd love to experience it, they put on these fantastic events at great venues. Ticket prices aren't that expensive. And we went to one of those locations on the first night.
Daniel.
So you definitely need to go to one of these events. And I'm going to start coming down to more of their events over the next year or so as well. So if you do come down and I'm there, come say hello to me. But definitely go to these events and check out these locations they've got, because they've found something special with what they're doing.
Yeah. Actually, Nando said last night that he has a list of 700 locations.
700 that said yes to investigate them. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I would be lucky if there's 50 in Canada.
Learn.
The town I was from was 700 people normally. No, but anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Share this out, please, if you could. And again, we don't say this enough. If you can go over to Through the Lens with Brian and Lex YouTube channel and give us a subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. And we will definitely see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Take care, guys.